Alright, part 2 is here, and for you, you might think that, oh, it's been like a day or whatever, how long I go between uploading the first and second part. The gap between the two has only been like 10 seconds, so we're continuing where we left off. Anyway, more anime DVDs, and VHS, Blu-ray, whatever. Next up, I'm gonna show Hunter x Hunter. I don't have many, as you can see, just because similar to like Inuyasha, I just lack motivation to collect the rest, but I will because I love this series, and I really need to watch the 90s version of Hunter x Hunter. I will soon, but you think, well, why do you have 1, 2, and then 5? Well, it's because the 5th one actually was on sale pretty well, but the rest, it's like the 3rd one is just more expensive than the others for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I love Hunter x Hunter. Recently, I was actually looking at more Hunter x Hunter stuff because the series is still continuing over in Japan, the manga. Well, it was on hiatus months ago, but the creator Togashi actually has just been non-stop making chapters in the middle of a hiatus, which is great. I love it. I'm looking forward to that. And Yu Yu Hakusho, I don't really have many because you'll see one DVD series I have collection coming up that it's kind of annoying to find DVDs for Yu Yu Hakusho because of one reason or another. Like with this one, I was really upset that the cropping is so bad. Like it cropped like at least a third of the screen and it just doesn't look good. And why season 2? Because I think it was the cheapest out of the bunch when it was on sale. But when I checked it out, the problem is you're not able to notice it, but it has a blue tint. The original didn't have a blue tint. I don't like the blue tint. It bothers me because it's like that's not how it's supposed to look. And then it's like, well, I don't want to buy the rest of them. So I kind of regret buying these two because it's just, I don't know. But I would like to own the series. It's one of my favorite series ever. Series I've known and been interested in for like over a decade. But yeah. Oh, I am happy to own this. It's a VHS tape of Yu Yu Hakusho the movie, Poltergeist report. And I got this because I don't think they could ever release it on DVD because of licensing reasons, but they were able to when it came out on VHS, which is cool. Also, You Are a Quiet Song. Anyway, but yeah, it's really special to get an anime on VHS. It's just really cool, which you'll see another one I got, the most recent, and I am proud of it. It's one of the happiest purchases I bought this year. What's next? Next up is Digimon Tamers. I've actually had this for years now. It is my favorite Digimon series, and it's great. I really like it. It's a great show, and if you like Digimon, I highly recommend it. I've seen it twice, both English and Japanese, and like the first 2 seasons I thought were fine, but the 3rd one is just so much better. And yeah, I'm really happy I got this. I wish I got the 4th season because it was with it as well, but I only had so much money and I've never seen the 4th one yet, so I just got this one. But it's great. Also, fun fact, this Digimon Guilmon is actually where I got the bye-bye from. Whenever I say bye-bye, he usually, in the English dub, goes like, bye-bye. So that's got it from this little guy. Okay, what's next? There's a lot of other ones. Oh, another Kyoto Animation, Air. Another series I think is great that I recommend. It's sad, but I think it's a great series. Plus, I got it for a good price. It was only $10 because apparently some animes are just like a part of this thing where it's like save something. It's like a part of the save thing where it's animes for cheap price, and it's worth it. I don't know the price it is now, but like if it's, if it's the same price that I got it, I highly recommend it. It's well worth the money. But just a warning, it is sad, and it might make you cry. It made me cry. Alright, we talked about one that's not as well known, so let's just throw one that's just super well known. Death Note. One of my favorite series ever. It's no surprise, everyone, well not everyone, but a lot of people love Death Note. I love it. I've seen it twice. First saw it when I was 15, I think, and it is... I don't really know what to say. I just love everything about it. Although I will say that by the last third, it's not as good as the first 2/3, just for one reason, but still an amazing show. Another popular series, Outlaw Star. Strangely, I've actually never watched the whole series of this. Before I ever bought this, I watched the first 9-10 episodes, and I think it's great. It's a great series, which is why I bought it, and I would love to come back to it and start from the beginning, but I don't know why I stopped. I just did. But it's good, and I can see why people say it's like one of the most popular, best animes ever, because it just has so many good things about it. Although, and even though I haven't finished all of it, all of Bebop, there is one series similar to it that I like more, and I've even seen it twice. Almost like two and 1/3. I don't know. Alright, next anime. I'm trying to remember what animation. Was it Madhouse? I can't remember. It's good. Yep, done by Madhouse. Prince of Stride Alternative. Funny thing, I actually had this guy as my phone background picture for like a couple years. He's still on my background on my old phone. I'm referring to like my old phone when I used to do it. But the thing about this series is that it's based off a fictional sport where it combines track with parkour, and it's really good. I like the soundtrack. It's a great series. I remember after finished watching it, I watched it again, got halfway, and I just, for some reason, just didn't watch the rest of it again. I don't know. I do that sometimes. But it is cool, and I like running. And I remember my former best friend, he loved doing parkour, and I remember when we hung out a couple times, he would show off some parkour skills. So yeah. Okay, well, I showed some single ones. Let's show another series. I feel a little bad showing very popular series, but I have some popular and not so popular series. Oh, okay. Next up is the Naritari series. I only have 4, but I only need 1 more because there's 8 in total for this specific collection, and the last 3 I'm just not interested because it's all filler. And so I'm only missing the fourth one. This is one of those series that this was one of the only animes I actually did watch when I was a kid, even though it did still have a couple of the problems that I had with most animes when I was a kid. And I didn't watch a lot of it, but I watched a decent amount of it when it was airing when I was a kid. And it's one of those series now where I loved it back then, but I think for the last several years I don't care much for the series. Or maybe it's just because of Shippuden, and I haven't finished it, but I'm so close, and Shippuden is just not as good. And I think this used to be my top 10 favorite animes, but now it's like top 15. Also, the dog you saw at the end of the last video, she's still here. I guess I can... Dog.
What? What is it?
Okay. Anyway, moving on to another one of my favorite animes ever. Oh, Clannad. Clannad. This is like top 5 favorite animes for me. I really love this series, and I would love to watch it again. And I really need to watch After Story, and it's a great series. I recommend it to anyone. The animation is great. It's done by Kyoto Animation and Kotomi. And I love Nagisa, and I just like all of them. But if I had to pick my 2 favorites, it's these 2. Dang it! Why does that happen? That was like one of those moments where you like space out and then you don't realize you're accidentally looking at someone's butt. I hate when that happens. Well, anyway, anyway, the Sonic X series. Sonic X. So, I have a little history with this one, where I remembered, I got this when I was like, I think around 8, and I had to go to my aunt's house because of a birthday party, and I remember my mom gave this to me before we left to watch it while I was there because I couldn't really be around them because they were going to do adult stuff, like partying and apparently karaoke, because I could hear them all the way across the house. But I remember having this DVD on, being in my aunt's room all alone for like all night, and I just remembered, I freaking loved it. It was scary, but I really enjoyed it. Also, just as a side note, I had a crush on Cosmo when I was little, and I got confused because I kept thinking Cosmo was a boy. Sometimes I just questioned it, don't ask why. I just did. I don't know why. It's like, even though it's like clear that she's a girl, there's sometimes I just question if she was a boy. I don't know. Alright, next up. Guilty Crown. This is actually probably my top 10 favorite animes ever. It is a great series, and I've actually watched it almost twice. Almost twice because of the fact that when I got to like only 4 episodes remaining, one episode made me cry and sad, like really sad, that I stopped watching it, and then I kind of had to start from the beginning. But it's great. It's a great show. I really like it. It's one of my favorites. And if I remember, her name is Inori. I like her. And the main character's name's Shu. I haven't thought of their names in a while. Okay. Well, just to get another big series out of the way, we got freaking dragons. Got all these dragons. All these dragon series. As you can see, I like Dragon Ball. However, you wonder, well, how come you don't really have all of Z, which I don't want to go on this rant, but I know a lot about the whole history of the DVD releases of DBZ, and let's just say that the most common orange collection is the worst way to watch it, and the best way to watch it, they either canceled continuing trying to work on that collection, or like some of the other ones are a pain to collect, and they just don't even have the whole one because of just how they... It would take me probably like 5 minutes just to explain all of it, but at the very least, the blue, like the original Dragon Ball collection and the GT one, they were all done well. They're all good. And they're all great. I've seen the whole series, and like, even counting GT, all of it, Dragon Ball is like one of my favorite series ever. I've taken a lot of inspiration to Dragon Ball, as well as many people and manga artists, like the creator. What were some of their names? What was his name? I know there was like Tite Kubo for Bleach, and then there was the creator of One Piece, and then what was that one guy's name? Oh, Kishimoto. Okay, that was another one. But there's like several inspirations. Yeah. I'm just going on, but... And then there's Eggplant. Alright, just 3 more left. Next up is... Lucky Star. And... Not your turn yet. But funny thing about the series was this was the third anime I ever watched when I was like kind of getting into anime. I have a weird history with how I got into anime. Like, basically, it's complicated, but it's like up until 2012, I was only really watching video game based animes like Pokemon, Sonic, etc. And I was watching some of Naruto and a bit of like other animes, but it's like I just have my things with them. Either they scared me too much or I just was bored with them because of just I didn't do well with episodic stories as a kid. And this was the third anime I classify as getting into anime. Remember, I saw it randomly on YouTube one day and I just watched the whole series when I was 14? Yeah. And it was great. And yeah, it's a great series. Also done by Kyoto Animation, but that's the last one now that's done by Kyoto Animation. Next up is Outlaw Star, one of my favorite animes, and I like to look at it as the series that came out before Cowboy Bebop, and Cowboy Bebop just took almost all the credit in terms of popularity, and I think this series deserves just as much love. It just, in terms of elements, I like Outlaw Star more because Cowboy Bebop has less alien elements to it, while Outlaw Star has more of that, which, I don't know, maybe that's why people are not a fan of Outlaw Star as much, maybe because it's just, I don't know, maybe people see it as a little weirder. I like it. I actually want to watch it again pretty soon because it's just that damn good. It's a great series. I love the logo, I love the name, like everything about it's good. Although I'm making it sound like it's perfect, but I will admit that there comes a point about a third end where it's like it's good, but it's not like as great as like the first third or last third, but it's still good. It's still good. Alright, and the last one, which I don't want to ruin it because the box that comes with it is a bit damaged, so I'll have to pause it for a second. And here we go, the last one. The Clamp School Detective series on VHS. This is the latest anime series I bought, and I am so happy to have this. The whole series on VHS, and it wasn't that expensive, and even came with a little box. I love this series. It's on YouTube if you want to watch it, but yeah, after getting to like around here, I was just like, I have to own this series when I saw they had it on VHS, and I pretty much just watched the rest of it on VHS, and it was just magical. I don't really get to do that as much anymore, because I used to watch VHS a lot when I was little. And even when I was, like, even up to my preteens, I was still watching VHS on site with DVD. Hope you don't hear that. But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much most of my collection. Again, there's like one series I'm not really adding, just for reasons. But yeah, that's basically it. Not a big collection, but it'll slowly increase, hopefully. Hopefully, if nothing bad happens. Alright, well that's my collection. Sorry it's not a big one. But, yeah, that's about it. Well, I don't know what other collection I could do in the future. I've done video games, I've done manga, I've done anime now. I don't really have any other collection. I don't know, I could do a plushie collection. Like, I have a good amount of plushies, but not a lot. I don't know. But, yeah. So, yep, I guess that's it for now. She's tired. Alright. Bye-bye.